Did you know that if World War III were to erupt in Asia, the Philippines is considered one of the safest countries in the region? You may think there are other countries that could be safer, but when we dig deeper into the reasons, the Philippines stands out as a unique safe haven in a time of global conflict. Let me explain why. But before we proceed, welcome back to Island Frontlines. The Philippines, an archipelago made up of over 7,000 islands, covers approximately 300,000 square kilometers in the western Pacific Ocean. This island nation's unique geographical location provides it with an unparalleled natural defense against military conflicts. The fact that the islands are separated by vast bodies of water creates a natural barrier that mainland countries don't have. These bodies of water not only make it challenging for hostile forces to launch a large-scale invasion, but they also add a level of complexity to any military operations, requiring considerable naval and air resources to cross between islands. The Philippines' archipelagic nature offers a significant advantage in terms of defense. Unlike mainland countries, which are more vulnerable to land invasions, the island's isolation can slow down ground troop movements. This means that any potential attackers would need extensive planning and naval strength to carry out operations in the Philippines. Moreover, the country's diverse landscapes, ranging from mountains to thick jungles, further complicate the ability of invaders to establish a foothold. What sets the Philippines apart from other countries in the region is its geographical distance from global hotspots like Europe or the US-China conflict in the Taiwan Strait. This distance provides a level of protection from immediate involvement in global conflicts. While the Philippines is strategically important in the Asia-Pacific region, it can afford to remain on the sidelines, with time to carefully assess any threats before responding. This geographical remoteness acts as a shield against becoming an immediate target of large-scale international wars. While the Philippines is not directly involved in most regional conflicts, its strategic position enables it to play a crucial role in regional security through its alliances with countries like the United States, Japan, Australia, and South Korea. In fact, one of the most significant agreements that contribute to the Philippines' defense is the Mutual Defense Treaty with the United States, signed in 1951. This treaty ensures that both nations will come to each other's aid in the event of an attack, and it provides a strong deterrent against enemies, knowing that any attack on the Philippines could provoke a response from the powerful U.S. military. Beyond alliances, the Philippines has remained neutral in global conflicts, avoiding direct involvement in wars that don't pose an immediate threat to its safety. This neutral stance has helped the country maintain stability during periods of global tension. For instance, during the Cold War, despite being a key ally of the U.S., the Philippines maintained a balanced foreign policy and avoided direct involvement in superpower conflicts. However, neutrality has its challenges. The Philippines' location in the Indo-Pacific region makes it susceptible to the economic and military effects of global tensions. The South China Sea, a critical trade route and area of territorial disputes, is a potential flashpoint that could draw the Philippines into a regional conflict. In the event of a confrontation between major powers like China and the United States, the Philippines may find itself caught in the middle, faced with difficult choices. But there are other unique advantages that the Philippines has in times of crisis. The country's low population density in many rural areas can provide additional protection. These remote regions, with their wide open spaces and fewer targets for conflict, offer havens during times of war. The isolation of these rural communities makes them less likely to become the focus of external aggression, and their close-knit social structures foster mutual support, which becomes essential during difficult times. Additionally, the Philippines is rich in natural resources, and rural areas can rely on local food production, agriculture, and natural resource extraction. Even if global supply chains were disrupted during a global conflict, these regions would be more self-sufficient and could sustain themselves in times of crisis. Their isolation and local economic networks would further shield them from the immediate impacts of war. Filipino culture also plays a crucial role in the country's resilience. The value of Bayanihan, which means working together or helping each other, is deeply ingrained in Filipino society. In times of disaster, this spirit of cooperation is especially apparent. When communities are hit by calamities like typhoons, earthquakes, or other crises, neighbors and family members come together to support each other, sharing resources and providing emotional help. This sense of unity and mutual support, seen during events like Typhoon Haiyan, is a hallmark of Filipino culture. People help rebuild, share food and shelter, and get through tough times as a collective. This level of solidarity will be even more important in the event of a global conflict. Filipino culture is not just about surviving crises. It's about finding strength and joy even in the worst situations. In times of war, the strength of spirit that defines the Filipino way of life will allow people to come together, face the challenges, and rebuild for the future. Finally, we cannot forget the Philippines' experience with natural disasters. The country is prone to typhoons, earthquakes, and volcanic eruptions, and Filipinos have developed a deep knowledge of survival skills and disaster preparedness. This experience equips them to handle crises with resilience and optimism. The strength of the Filipino spirit can help the nation overcome even the most difficult situations, ensuring the country remains resilient in the face of global conflict. In conclusion, the Philippines' unique geographical advantages, strategic alliances, neutral foreign policy, rural self-sufficiency, and strong sense of community make it one of the safest countries in Asia if World War III were to begin. Its isolation, combined with its deep cultural roots in mutual support and resilience, ensures that the nation would be well prepared to navigate the uncertainties of global conflict. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe to Island Frontlines.